Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you will know that on Friday I did my first load of championship predictions. We're going to make that a regular feature. So here is the first championship review where I'm going to look back at the games and look at some of my predictions and how they went over. Bit of a quick turnaround this week because I'm recording this on Monday and there's a whole nother load of games tomorrow on the Tuesday after the international break. Well and truly back into the grind of the championship. So Leeds survived at Millwall. It was Millwall 1, Leeds 1. Got this one wrong, had this one down as an away win, but I think a few injuries to Leeds possibly put paid to that, and more Millwall-like performance from last season. And they nearly got the win. Long throw-in and a goal for Jed Wallace for Millwall, and it was Harrison for Leeds right at the end. Feel a bit badly for Millwall. They last-minute equaliser against Borough and against Leeds. They could have beaten both of them there. So Leeds get away with the draw. They'll take the point and go on to the next game. Millwall have sunk down to 19th. They really need a win to get themselves going. On to the next one, and one I'm not going to really like because this is Brentford 2, Wigan 0. Brentford slide into second position, and tomorrow night they go to my team Ipswich, which I'm not necessarily looking forward to. So 2-0 to Brentford over Wigan. I had this one down as a home win, so tick in the box there for me for that one. Two more for Neil Mopai. He now has 7 for the season, top scorer in the league. Nice build-up and whatnot. Morsey gets a red card for Wigan, and it looked like Brentford could have won by more, but then they always have loads of shots. You kind of wait for the Brentford. It's always been very streaky, hasn't it? Long runs of good results followed by long runs of bad results. What I'm looking for from Brentford this season is when they do lose a game, can they win the next one? And then people are going to say, right, no, this is a playoff team, or even better. I don't see anyone playing better than them at the moment. Bristol City 1, Sheffield United 0. I had home win with not much in it, so I'm going to give myself a big tick in the box for that one. I expected a few more goals because they're both energetic teams, but sometimes two good teams kind of cancel each other out and make it into a tight game. So Bristol City are up in third. It was Marley Watkins, who was at Norwich and did nothing last season, with an 81st minute win. A lovely glancing header, actually, dropped in off the far post. And Bristol City again tar them a bit with the Brentford brush. Lee Johnson, known for, you know, winning a load of games and then losing every single one for 2 months. So, you know, he's further into his managerial career. Is that going to be the case this season? The Blades, we know they're made of quite stern stuff under Wilder, so you would expect them to bounce back, and you might expect this to be a difficult game for a lot of teams. Bristol City away, if they can keep that up. In fourth position now, dropped down from second. It was Norwich 1, Middlesbrough 0. I had a away win in this one. Expected Middlesbrough to keep up their brilliant run of not conceding a goal for 5 games, but fair dues to Norwich. They got the win. Pookie, who I would say has probably been their, him along with Hernandez, has probably been their sort of standout player, certainly for a new player for them this season, and he got the winner. I think now Borough go on to a home game, a winnable home game. So you would expect them to be straight back on it. Perhaps could kickstart something for Norwich. They're away at Reading in midweek. But they proved me wrong and I got that one wrong. Swansea 0, Forest 0. I had a score draw for this one. So I'm going to give myself a tick because I got the draw. Swansea stay in the top 6, but not many goals and not many wins in there for Swansea. That might need to change if they're going to stay up there. For Forest, I questioned Karanka, and again, lots and lots of draws. So it was a fairly easy prediction to make, predictable prediction to make in terms of the draw in this one. But I do feel with Karanka that even with Middlesbrough, when he got them promoted, it was all very much based on solid team shape and clean sheets and whatnot. He does need to take the handbrake off. When I saw Forest, I did enjoy Diaz there up front, and I thought, oh, in around the front there. I thought they could really do something going forward and be exciting. So perhaps Karanka needs to just move away from the more defensive style there. We shall see. Rotherham 1, Derby 0. Derby dropped down to 7th, Rotherham in 14th. I suggested a draw in this one, and I thought it wouldn't be plain sailing for Derby. I'd seen Rotherham beat Millwall a couple of weeks back with a kind of pretty miserly defensive performance and knocking in a goal from a set play. So I don't think that Rotherham is going to be an easy place for a lot of teams to go this season. A lot of fun and games here. Red card for Tom Lawrence, who I particularly liked when he was at Ipswich. And Frank Lampard sent off from the touchline, seemed to have gone a wonder in there. I'm really enjoying what Paul Warne is doing for Rotherham. They have got 100% of their points at home. If they can scrape some away points and keep up what is now turning into an excellent home record, then they will not be relegated. So good work for Warne. Obviously, if they start losing at home, there's no points coming away. It becomes a worry. But the model so far is working, and kudos to him. He seems to have learned a lot since he was last in the Championship for that relegation. Birmingham 1, West Brom 1. I had this as an away win, so I'm wrong again. I was at this game, pleasantly surprised a bit by Birmingham, who were very well organised. I did get the sense that this was an experienced manager against an inexperienced manager, and I think the inexperienced manager, Darren Moore, had better players and probably on paper should be winning the game. But the more experienced manager, Gary Monk, set his team up really well with Keefton, Beld and Gardner sat in front of that back four, and really they should have won the game. Birmingham, they missed a penalty, Che Adams missed a clear chance, Jota in the second half missed a clear chance, although West Brom could have snuck it at the end. Harvey Barnes hitting the crossbar. What I will say is I've seen West Brom twice and they are really fun to watch, and I'm a big fan of Matt Phillips. I love a good, direct, fast, powerful player with a good shot. You pay to watch that kind of player. But in terms of my prediction, I was wrong, expecting the away win, and did not get that one. Ended in a draw. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Stoke 2. So Wednesday now in 9th. Stoke still down in 20th position. Rowett hasn't got them going. A Phobie with an early brace. That puts him to 4 goals in 5 games. That could be a real saving grace for Gary Rowett, having a Phobie there. I think he is goals in this division. There's a few players, you know, Dwight Gale, Tammy Abraham now for Villa, Benik Phobie, where you look at them and you think if they play most of the 46 games, then there's going to be a goal every second game. So they're all going to probably get over 20 goals if they stay fit, and that will always shoot you up the table, that type of player. Matthias with an instant reply to make it 2-1. Then lovely free kick from Bannon. In the comments, let me know, is there a more informed player than Bannon? And is there a more important player to their team than Bannon at the moment? Because I haven't been impressed with Wednesday, but 3 wins and a draw in their last games. But I suspect if you look into that, you'll see Bannon important in all of those games. So we'll see how they progress. Wednesday fans, are you worried if Bannon goes out? What does that happen to Tim? You're a bit reliant on him now. We shall see. I had an away win for that one, so wrong again, I'm afraid. And another one I'm going to be wrong on, the Championship, stitching me up well and truly here. Bolton 1, Rangers 2. I had a home win in this one. I thought the West Londoners and McLaren were going to be a soft touch going up to tough old Phil Parkinson in the north, but no, Freeman sweeps in the opener. Easy with the second one for Rangers. Nice work this by McLaren, because after that 7-1 and those 3 defeats at the start, McLaren's derided by a lot of people, and there's a lot of people kind of rather unfairly just waiting for him to fail every job he gets. He lost the first 3 and he's got it together. He's got them defending a lot better, and most importantly, he's got them scoring points now. So I had a home win for this one, but Rangers take the away win and move up to 18th to give them a bit of breathing space. You don't want to be in that relegation zone at all, and if you can get yourself up out of that, it gives you a little bit of a cushion when you're playing. It's not all or nothing every single game. Blackburn 1, Villa 1. I had this down. I'm going to give myself a big tick. I said low scoring draw. I think both of these managers, Mowbray and Bruce, have the have what we hold, take a point type philosophy sometimes. Dak with a nice back heel flick goal. He's really taken to the Championship very well. And of course there was that big bid from West Brom for Bradley Dack. Saw him earlier in the season, scored at Ipswich and has a really good thing going with Danny Graham. So Blackburn fans, if those two stay fit, I don't think you're in any bother this season with Mowbray, an intelligent manager. Hourihane, great free kick at the end. But when does Bruce take off the handbrake and start pushing? Surely with players like McGinn, Grealish, Codger, Abraham, Balassi, they should be a little bit more attacking. Hull 2, Ipswich 0. I was at this game. My team, Ipswich, go bottom of the league. They were not very good at all. I'd seen progress from Paul Hurst in all of the games so far and felt that they were close to a win, but not in this one. Adkins had Hull pressing well. 2 individual mistakes for the goal. Hull get the win. I had it down as a draw. Maybe that was being fairly optimistic there. Ipswich dropped down to bottom of the league. Hull give themselves a bit of breathing space. The way I'm feeling about it today, Hull are 17th and Ipswich are 24th. Perhaps both teams will be in that register somewhere. Hopefully they'll swap positions between now and the end of the season. But not looking good for Ipswich at all. Finally, Preston disappointing everybody here. They had that close to the playoff season last season, finishing up in 7th place, and everyone looked at it and thought, can they now build on it and go up one? Well, they've started very badly if they're going to. They're now 23rd. Reading took the lead twice in this game and Preston pulled them back, although it did look like from the highlights I saw that Preston missed a load of chances and Reading scored all of their chances. So if you're at the game, smarten me up on that. That was what the highlights were edited to kind of look like. In the end, Bakuna gets the winner for Reading. So well done to Clement. And as I mentioned, Reading meet Norwich at home. So maybe they're going to be hoping to put something together. But Preston really needs to pull things in. Needless to say, this was a bit of a coupon buster for me as well. And I had a home win down for this one. So Reading screwing me up there. So enjoyed doing my first load of predictions. I think I had 3 or 4 right, but nature of the Championship and early this season could be my excuse at the moment, but I'm going to keep doing the videos. If you want more detail on the Birmingham West Brom game and the Hull Ipswich game, there are match reviews on the channel in detail, so please give them a look. As I always say, I'm an Ipswich fan. I'm no expert on any of the other teams, so if you're at the games and you feel I've not quite got it right and you've got some more information, please put it in the comments. Make me a bit smarter when I do my next load of predictions and give me that insider insight. You can follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. Please give a comment on this video if you've got insight into any of the clubs or feedback from me. Give me a thumbs up, and if you can subscribe, that will be great. We're looking at now match reviews. We are looking at match predictions and reviews after the weekends, along with all my Blue Monday stuff we do for specific Ipswich Town stuff. So well worth subscribing. And I will see you very soon, probably tomorrow, for another round of Championship games and another load of predictions for me to fall upon my face on. Thank you very much for watching. Over and out.